Welcome guys to EVO 2019. We are bringing you the Gear Xrd REV 2 top 4 action for the Revo World Tour. My name is Sammy Fish, and with me, the one and only, the handsome Ryudo. How's it going, homie?
Hey, it's going perfect, man. I get to say with a handsome man myself.
That's what I like to see. And yeah, we got a top 4 for you. The winner will be qualifying into the Revo World Tour, which we'll be having in November. And that is that's already looking to be a mad stacked tournament. And this one was no joke, right? Almost everybody who was a heavy hitter, everybody you've been seeing to get in those top spots in the big tournaments this year in Guilty Gear, like Combo Breaker, Frosty Fausting, CEO, all those guys were in this tournament this year. And for them, we've only whittled it down to top 4. So the first match we got up for you is going to be Deb versus Marlinpie.
Yeah, and you know, Deb's been playing extremely well all this week.
Yep.
He's been constructing his game plan super well, but I think Marlinpie has come out with a lot more tricks than we're normally used to seeing with his Ino.
Yeah.
And so far, it's been absolutely perfect. Like, he's been taking out just every single opponent he's coming across. And
yeah, I mean, Deb's been amazing. I cannot stress how much I love his gameplay, and it's largely because this dude just focuses around the fundamentals of the game so much, and it's near perfection. I don't know how he approaches it. The spacing, the awareness, his button selection. He really decides to play risk-averse with a character that's generally designed to be sort of kind of balls to the wall, right? That's how a lot of people play him. But this guy, he came from a background of Potemkin, so really a lot of the time he plays defensively and then works behind that.
And you're going to see a lot of that here and see if it will come out and gets the offense of someone like Marlinpie, who has the execution of possibly a literal god.
Dude, yeah, well, some of the best execution in fighting games, bar none, for over a decade. And a reminder, this is Winners Finals. We're doing a top 4, so this will be a 3 out of 5 to start this broadcast.
So let's see how they get into position here. All right, early burst from Marlinpie.
There you go, gets a knockdown. That's one of the things that you're going to see Deb do a lot. He's going to do Gunflame YRC to keep Eno locked down.
And while trying to go for the throw, gets the 6 stage, but it works out anyway.
Nice.
All right.
Delayed air dash? Yeah. That could be it.
Oh,
OTG? Yeah. Just making sure. Deb takes the first round here. You see already how he wants to play. He wants to control Marlinpie, but Marlinpie is one of those players, he feels himself out into the game, right? And 3 out of 5, he's going to work his way into it and try to find openings as he goes along.
Right, and he's really good about sussing out, like, okay, I'm going to try this Oki, see how it works against you. And then just kind of amass a stack of Oki that works against the opponent, and then we'll use it against you in the final rounds. All right, and just staying back for safety.
Yeah, good early blocks. Deb almost has burst. He got meter, spends it right there. Nice way to get out of the corner.
That was real good. Will this work?
Oh, the response, but he got the burst punish.
Yeah, that is still consistent no matter how good of a player you are. What an air throw.
Oh, kind of weird. Hit him out of the air, and that's going to be the first round for Marlinpie. Ties it up. And yeah, if you don't know, if you burst specifically in that timing in Grand Viper, you can get an actual punish, and you cannot RC or PRC Grand Viper. So it's just it's a scary thing for Soul players to do.
Right, it's a hard committal, and so it really worked out for Marlinpie, but did have to burn a burst in the meantime. So let's see how it pans out in this last match here of this round. Last round of this match, excuse me.
All right. Spends the burst. That's probably it for this game unless it goes real long.
Right. But between these two characters, not happening.
Yeah, goes for the Bandit Bringer for the cross-up, tries to take positioning. Bit of a light play for Marlinpie, but Deb just needs one big hit.
I know, he's real good at getting those and has 50 meter to boot, so.
Second hit by JH, just got clipped by it. And now in a bad position. You see him back up, he's looking for that dive.
And just the positioning of Deb just is so confident right now. Wow, jump piece.
Oh my gosh! He's got that meter too, YRC, keeps the pressure up.
And that corner is just his friend right now. All right.
That's it for the meter for Marlinpie as well, and that's why that 5K worked out. Without any meter to FD in the air, it was unblockable.
But unfortunately at the same time, because without that meter, Marlinpie had to jump to avoid any sort of like chip damage.
Yeah.
So just between a rock and a hard place, and unfortunately didn't pan out.
Takes the first one. Deb with the early lead.
Ooh, DPs.
Yeah, spends the burst for it.
Ooh. All right. Kind of that mid-game right there, making Marlin react a little bit. Wow! way active.
Running into these nodes. SDP, he's getting squirrely.
He's trying to stay above that.
Yeah, I think he's trying to throw Marlinpie off, not try to give him a solid connection for him to get Oki on.
But Marlinpie will pay that game. He's very patient, despite his high execution.
Nice. Anti-air confirms into the hit grab. That way he gets the combo nice and simple. Gonna take the first round here in this second game.
Right. And I think kind of that squirreliness in the middle of the round that we saw really made it difficult for Marlon, or difficult for Deb to actually really get a game plan going. Just sometimes you have those rounds where you just need to try disrespect and see if it works out. And in Marlinpie's case, it didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 3 out of 5, right? You got some time to work with.
Exactly. Oh, catches the 2D. But not this time.
YRC, and he's just going to use that just to cross under and take the space. Switches up the situation, and this is really where I've been seeing Deb shine right now, is that the corner pressure has been great for him. But that was a great answer from Marlinpie. He side switches, and now it's his turn.
Wow, and takes him to the throw. Ooh, that was during the backdash. And once again, Marlon with no meter, and Deb with a bunch of meter. Should be able to end off of this, or at least get close. Whoa!
And during the jump H, a 0 recovery move. So that's easy on the burst for him. Deb takes that and ties up the round count.
And a surprising burst indeed, because he was already round up. He didn't really need to do that.
Yeah, and honestly, Deb has like, everybody knows that Deb really plays kind of burst safe in his combos. He doesn't really go for the hard-hitting stuff. He wants them to know that he's in control of the situation.
Exactly. It's not like Marlinpie's a stranger to that either. He plays a very similar way.
Exactly.
All right, pushing towards the corner here, and now the meter gain is on the reverse side.
Yeah, once she gets that 50%, the mix-ups are so scary.
Right, let alone just the damage in general.
All the YRC is just trying to keep him locked down. Deb finds his way out, and he's got the 50%.
Oh, but 6H takes it out on a throw attempt.
Throw attempt, that special cancelable. How nice is that?
Right, man, did you jump out of this? Well, I'll tell you anyway, and it's a level 4 starter too.
Fast, super fast normal, that special cancelable, and comes out when you whiff a throw, so you don't even need to throw OS. I mean, like, what more can you ask for, really?
They still, and yet Eno players still do.
Yeah, until we punish it well, it's gonna be that way. Marlinpie ties it up. Early burst from Deb.
Ooh, okay, tricky timing on that gunflame, just the spacing out there. Ooh, good late dive though.
YRC had to do it for safety here. Marlinpie finds another hit in the position that he wants to be. This is great. You get the no Oki. Yeah, I just got hit by it. Maybe tried to wake up Blitz.
Yeah, there it is. But even then, the wake up blitzes for Deb have just not been paying off all that well, even in previous sets. He just has not been getting it today.
Yeah, wake up blitz is a good option, but it's one of those things that doesn't give you that much more freedom, right? You're still in the corner versus Xeno.
Yeah, and she's still mixing you up and has the time to react to the actual blitz itself.
Right. Gunflame, just trying to space out for that Fafner, trying to find that hit.
And there's that space you were talking about earlier, just really difficult for Marlinpie. Ooh, wow, if that confirmed, I would have cried on stream.
Yeah, especially with the risk, that might have been it.
Oh,
Fafner.
No. Ooh, maybe trying to bait the burst out there a little bit.
The adjustment from Marlinpie, actually, he's not trying to jump out and trying to get out of the corner because he's already seen Deb's been respecting that. So now Deb's actually responded by getting closer in front of his face in the corner.
Oh,
nice block on the node.
Yeah, though. All right. Oh. Well, there it is. Just setting it up.
Very common strategy for people to do. Jump out of the way when you see a Gunflame YRC in neutral. So Deb read that, got the throw. Counter hit, full combo.
Yeah, put it back to the corner too to boot.
Kept it burst safe as well once again.
Oh, tries to jump out, but no go.
Ooh.
Wow!
He'll take that trade, still in the corner.
Deb just pressing the next button after next button, and it's paying off. Wow, Kudako.
Oh no!
Right. And good for both characters in this situation. Oh man!
RC.
Just gonna go.
I think he expected the burst after the 2H, and then didn't come though. Deb going up 2-1 now.
All right, Deb looking real strong right now and playing. he's controlling these situations he finds himself in so well, and he's getting the corner so consistently because of that bandit bringer that it's just like, he has this under control. He just keeps that spacing. He's just so confident in everything he does. Oh my gosh.
Dude, it's crazy how well Deb is playing in terms of shutting down Eno. Making it so difficult for Marlon Pie to start his game just with positioning alone.
Right. And even on those weird straight hits, he still is pressing 5K after that. He's like on the off chance, like, I can combo off of this. And he does.
Marlon Pie finds the time to set that no Oki, gets out of the corner, but that's why Deb bursts him right back in.
All right, good jump P dash in. Real safe, real easy.
Nice. One more time. Got that full meter.
Oh! No! And burst it anyway. Really feeling confident to win the match, I guess.
Yeah, and it's not going to matter.
Yeah, just one more for the road.
That's a big loss on the burst, and especially when you have 100% meter. It feels really bad as Deb gets the set point, trying to get in the grand finals.
And he's been looking super good this year. Let's see if Marlon Pie is able to keep it down. Oh, that's going to be counter hit because he did the kick at the end.
Yeah. Out of the corner, but one of the good things about Eno, there you go.
Too close.
Single or two hit no Oki, it's definitely a lot better in that situation when you're up and close.
Oh wow, catches it out of the air. And not gonna drop this one. Deb been real consistent with his combos.
Oh, so meaty.
Ooh, good awareness.
Oh, missed the ender, unexpected from Marlon Pie. Gets the throw, he has meter to work with. Another blitz trying to negate the Oki situation as he jumps away.
Yeah, so it actually pans out for him real well. Not this part, though.
Yeah.
Wow, doing like no damage off of any
of
this.
What the heck? Deb's going to get that 50%. Any straight hit's going to hurt.
Oh
but no,
my
doesn't
gosh.
Get him. Vanderbringer from downtown. Oh, he blocks it in the air. RC to keep the pressure.
Oh my God, can he reach him in time? No.
Staircase him down. The pressure, the risk gauge is rising. And he finds the hit. Marlon Pie keeps himself alive.
Holy crap. That was just insane pressure.
Still set point for Deb, though.
All right, Case knocks down again. Wild throw, the first one of the game.
He's been faking it all set so far. Finally throws it out when he needs it. The OTG
throw
burst.
Again.
Do it again. Oh, didn't get the jump forward.
All right, no, let's keep that one safe, though, keeping him in place. All right, push towards the corner, just raising that wrist gauge. One more hit will do it.
And that's going to be it. Deb takes it 3-1 into grand finals.
And man, the ability that he's controlled that match under is just like, I'm keeping this spacing. I'm stopping your jump outs every single time. And even in that last match where even though Marlon Pie did come back, Marlon Pie could not jump out of that corner at any given time.
It was crazy because you saw in the first couple games, right? What he did is he actually backed up, right? Because one of the things that a lot of Enos do is they do super jump and then dive out of the way.
Exactly.
Very common strategy, gets him out of the corner, and it's pretty good, something you have to worry about. Second thing happened, as soon as Marlon Pie saw that, he's like, well, I got to respect that. I got to sit here and wait for my moment. And as soon as he started doing that, Deb's like, sick. I'm going to run up in front of you, and I'm going to start pressing buttons. I'm not even going to give you the chance. You saw all those times where he did like Gunflame YRC, grab him out of there. Gunflame YRC, staircase him back down into the corner. Over and over and over again. Deb just had the right read consistently, and he just had a great game plan versus Marlon Pie.
Exactly, and just absolutely gorgeous the whole time. Deb well earned his way into grand finals, and I can't wait to see who he plays next out there.
He wants to be there, and he earned it for sure. But next up, we have our Japanese contender here, the last one left here, Pure Pure versus Manny Blaze. And if you remember, Pure Pure actually got top 8 at EVO 2017, was one of the 2 representatives that we had for Jacko.
And he's been definitely playing his Jacko up this whole game. And I mean, even the whole weekend, he's been playing super well between Samurai Showdown and this.
Yeah.
He's been placing extremely high.
Yeah, he's been playing so well, and honestly, he is one of those guys that when you think about Jacko players, he's one of the names you have to throw out, especially from the Japanese side. Obviously, in the U.S., we have Nova. He's the big name we have to talk about, even though he's been playing a lot more Kai lately, but he's still one of the best Jacko players. This is another one right here for sure, and Manny Blaze is in meditation.
Yeah, he's been a real focus as of late. Kind of focusing on his like outside life, doing really well on his fitness, really well on his eating, and he's just gotten this level of zen. Every time I talk to him, he's just at this level of zen right now, and it's showing in his gameplay as of late.
let's get into this one. Oh, we're going to do a button check
first.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Right.
Cool. So, yeah, one of the things I want to mention, though, about Manny Blaze is that I feel like this is his best year for Guilty Gear yet.
Yes.
I feel at Frosty Faustings, they had a fantastic showing. Anime Ascension looked good, and it has continued, so on and so forth. And as also, just in general, like, that's not an easy feat with also being a pillar of the New York FGC, at least for anime. I mean, he just puts in a lot of work over there on the East Coast.
Yeah, and so just kind of like that culmination of passions really, I think, happened this year. It's definitely showing his results. It's definitely showing in his drive for everything, honestly. Yes. And it's really great to see just him on this stage right now, fighting for top 4 and possibly a chance to make it into the Arc Revo.
It's a big deal for a lot of these guys, especially some of the guys on the East Coast. You know, to be fair, the tournament's on the West Coast, right? It's a lot closer for some of us. So for a guy on the East Coast like Manny Blaze, or a guy like Deb, or a guy like Marlon Pie, even Puri Puri, this is a ticket to all the way to the West Coast. It's going to be a big deal. As we get into this one, what do you expect to see in this matchup, Raven versus Jacko?
So, at least with Manny Blaze, I would just say also is that we're going to see a lot of buttons, just a lot of jab buttons, just to keep really active, setting houses really hard, so a lot of claws from far away, just to make sure she can't do that. And then any way that he can get knocked down, I think is what he's going to really want.
Gotcha.
But on the other hand, Jacko's going to obviously try to stay outside the houses, because the more stuff that's on the field, the harder it is for Manny to fly in. TSB delays.
Yes, the first knockdown there. Puri Puri finally sets a house. Reminder that this is loser semifinal, so return to 2 out of 3 for one more time before we go back.
All right, getting that clock up in the corner there, looking real good.
Got rid of a couple of houses with the pin there.
Yep, and there's all those buttons just really destroying houses, making it hard for Jacko to actually get her game started.
Yeah, one of the things I always credit Puri Puri about is that he's great at making you make bad decisions. He does things like this house set, and he goes, all right, yeah, fine, try to hit the house.
Right.
See what happens when you lose because of it.
Right. And it's like, here's the dive kick on the follow-up here, and really trapping Blaze in the corner. Oh, that cross-up was gross.
Yep.
Fantastic setup from Puri Puri.
Takes the first round here. Manny Blaze, you don't got a lot of time.
All right, getting the pressure started here, pressure towards the corner, and just really, really good situation. Yeah, there's the house kick, real easy, and that's going to negate the needles too, so making it a little bit harder for Man to really get his normal game plan set up.
Yeah, still YRC to still try to get in as long as he's getting these hits and he's killing the houses. He's doing well right now.
Right, and Needle's super good for that. So anytime Eggesfield is down, just go ahead and just toss that Needle, cross all those streams, and then just destroy the houses.
Now spin him out in the corner. Bad situation to be in. That's why he tried to burst.
It was a good goal burst too, but unfortunately blocked. Oh, and tries to do it right back. What a reaction from Blaze.
RC for the full combo here.
All right. Pushing through.
Look at the houses in the back just taunting him. The explosion, he's got to get away. And the knee right into one of the minions.
He was feeling confident on that, being able to get out, but Manny not able to resist pressing a button in that situation.
I mean, it's such a mess, right? Like, there's so many things that are ready to explode. You either sit there and get mixed up constantly, or you try to find your way out, and Manny tried to find his way out, unfortunately, ran into one of the minions.
Right.
First game goes to Puri Puri.
And that was kind of the unfortunate part of Manny at the very end there. He didn't have any meter to really work with at the end. And so it's just like, okay, I have to jump at this point. Yeah. I have to do something. And he just got a little bit grieved that knee drop at the very end. Just maybe didn't time it right, too. I think he was aware, but just saw the one and said, oh, it's going to explode now. And then went down into it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before, man. Puri Puri makes you make bad decisions.
All right, trying to keep the ball up, make it really hard to get out of that corner. Ooh, catches it. Go to YRC.
This is the best situation that Manny Blaze has, right? As long as he can keep the snowball from happening, constantly keep pressure on Jacko, he doesn't have to worry about the houses all too much. Especially if he constantly just only throws out level 1s and he finds the hit, then he doesn't have to worry too much.
Exactly.
That's why he's keeping the pressure, finds the scratch to end the block string.
He catches out of mid-air, Blaze taking it with a perfect against Puri Puri. Like the first game didn't even happen. It's like, oh, this is easy. What are you talking about?
Making the adjustment. He knows he has to play more aggressive than he did before.
We're just seeing this right now. Ooh, runs into the 6H.
Yeah, great read from Puri Puri though.
Yeah.
Got the button out, ready to go. Gets the swoop. Gonna go for the double scratch to get some levels.
And actually also hits the house too, so it kind of works out in multiple ways for Blaze. Really controlling that real estate.
Yeah, gets the 5D. Good situation because he can get the levels off the command grab. Oh, hard read there.
Oh.
Still goes for the ground command grab.
Right. And now has a bunch of excitement to work with.
But those houses are leveling up, so, I mean, it is critical. He needs to constantly find hits.
As long as he doesn't let them spawn, then he should be decent. And has some super to work with, too, so we might see the Manny's Blade special. Oh, no need. Wow! Nice! Manny just aware right now. Once again, that Zen moment we're talking about. He understands his opponent so freaking well.
The adjustment was fantastic. The aggression was there, constantly finding the hit, even when you felt like Puerto Rico had a chance to start finding a snowball timing. He shut it down immediately. We're tied up 1-1. Reminder, 2 out of 3, so this is the last game of this set.
Exactly. And there he is, dashing in again, trying to do as many frames as he can to get him in the corner and not allow Piri Piri to get out of the situation. Oh, but that fireball catches it and knocks him down. Now the turn is his.
H is set up, negating all the projectiles, making it hard to hit those houses.
He caught that. That's insane.
Yeah, that was like a really interesting angle he spit out. He was just trying to go into the houses,
right.
Hopefully for a reset of some sort.
All right, good throw. Creep destroys the last house, so has to start all over again. Ooh, trying to bait out something, but unfortunately it doesn't bite.
There you go.
All right.
Keeps the pressure going.
And then once again, reset it on houses. Piri Piri not finding a way out. Does this actually hit? Oh, it stays slightly
he got hit! He got hit still!
Wow!
A lingering hitbox saves Puerto Rico.
And now real good position because he's got Igus back. All right, welcome to the fun zone. Just decide to burst.
Yeah, he wants to get rid of these houses early, and he does so with that block string.
Right, that by itself just hit every single house. Has 50-meter warp. No way. Okay, I was like, if he confirms off that, I quit Gear.
And super to finish it off. That's Manny Blaze at set point.
And that flash too. He's flexing. You know, Blaze is flexing right now on his head too. All right. Finds himself in the corner.
Yeah, black beated, but it's still combos.
And it gives a little bit more time for that house to level up, and a little bit more time even. Wow, that resets super fast.
That's one of the things you got to worry about with this character, right? Timing is a huge part of this. He tries to waste time as best as possible. Get those houses to level up.
All right, put back in the corner again. Decides to burst. Kind of a wild burst, but he will get it back before the end of next round at the very least. Oh, this is a good setup, though, and the ball will hit the house.
Oh, he gets rid of all the level 2 houses. That was huge.
All right, if Manny wants to make that burst count, this is the time.
He has to do it. That was such a big win to get rid of those houses. He needs to keep the pressure up now. But so many YRCs, he's actually stunted his tension pulse quite a bit.
And just backing out of the situation, trying to stay somewhat safe. I think things are set up well. I guess he's got to come out.
Yeah, he needs to get something on the board right now.
All right.
Jumps out before he gets sandwiched.
Ooh, I'm surprised he didn't go for the grab there. Wow, he got the grab there, though.
Huge grab, resets the minions.
Wow. At the very least, Manny has earned his burst back throughout this whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Just extending the round this long means he got a reward out of it.
Right. Unfortunately, it doesn't take the round, but the fact that he lived that long, I think, kind of stacks on the little Piri Piri a little bit, saying, I couldn't finish that round that easily, and he has burst back. Oh, boy.
Now they both got the burst back. We're all even. Final round here in this loser semifinals.
And this is looking real good for Blaze right now, going to the corner. And the pressure right now, once again, staircasing down. Oh, misses the claw.
Nice angle on the pin.
Oh, my gosh.
Black Beat confirmed. Still in the corner, giving him the pressure.
Ooh, all right. Catches them with a 5K. And Piri Piri now just trying to move around, trying not to get caught by anything.
The H is finally set up, and you see as soon as he did that, he did the 2H, Puerto Rico punished it.
Exactly. And then got 5D in the midst of everything else, playing a little bit shiesty.
That's a bad situation to be in. He's got meter as well.
He's going to get his burst back, though, potentially.
Stims up the minions, gets hit, RC for the burst.
He has to burst. And Piri Piri takes it 2-1 against Blaze. Barely at the end. A real amazing set between these two.
Fantastic set, and that's what I've been talking about, man. Manny has been getting better and better and better every time I see him. He is so impressive. You got to call him one of the best in the U.S. right now.
Oh, yeah. He's just looking so strong as late. He's bringing Raven to an area that very few people have ever reached. And I would honestly say he's probably the best Blaze player. Raven player out there. I mean, Kazunoko, I would say, gets better results as a tournament player.
Yes.
But I say Blaze has, like, embraced what Raven is.
Yeah, his Raven's fantastic. And the thing about it as well is that his Raven is really refined in matchups as well. He knows how to play everything because he just plays so much, right? He puts so much work into his gameplay, into Guilty Gear, into the time and effort that it takes to play that game. So you see how he approached the matchup versus Puri Puri. Like, he knew when to hit the houses, when to increase the pressure, when to lay back, and all those things, right?
Yeah.
Is why that match was so set. But good stuff to Puri Puri. He's going to be moving on, and that means in the loser's final set, he's going to have to be playing against Marlinpie.
Yes, and that's going to be really exciting to see because we saw that pressure from Blaze in that last round. And as much as Raven does suck the block against, I don't think that his pressure is necessarily as strong as Ino's.
No, and one of the things is sort of a double-edged sword about characters that could be considered simple, like Raven, who isn't really complicated, doesn't have a lot of like moving parts, is that he's easy to learn, right? But he's also easy to play against as well. You sort of understand how that character is supposed to play versus you. So I'm really impressed with people who don't have a tremendous amount of tools, who learn how to play all these matchups, because those characters get harder as you get deeper into tournaments.
Right. And so Blaze really showing adeptness with adeptness with that.
Adeptness as well.
But I mean, Marlinpie this whole time, you know, hasn't been playing Ino for super long, and at least Xrd, and he's shown max level of adeptness. Like every single time I see Marlinpie come back, has a new trick up his sleeve, has learned something new, has new pressure strings, has new mix-ups, and it's just insane how much growth that Marlinpie is showing.
And the crazy thing is that a lot of us put like decades of work. I mean, some of these guys you see on the screen have put decades of work into their character. And I mean that literally, decades into their character. Marlinpie was playing Zato for a very, very long time and then switched to Ino. He said for himself when he was talking to him, he's like, I always felt it in my bones that Ino was the better character for me, but Zato was always top tier. So it was like, there's no reason for me to switch. And now that I've given a reason, I finally picked up the Ino, and I really feel like this character works for me well. And you can see it, right? 3 months into playing this character, we were like, this guy's top 3 in the US with this character already. And then 6 months later, we're like, oh, he might be the best.
I think he's the best. Like,
he's 100% the best Ino in the US right now. It is so impressive how good he got with this character, and that's partly because it's the Guilty Gear fundamentals of a decade-plus long career in this game, and then we're going to put that experience on with Ino that he's learning year in, year out right now. We're going to see it right here. Marlinpie from Panda Global versus Puri Puri.
Up in this losers finals match, so we're back to that 3 out of 5, and I really want to see. I think Marlinpie's going to take an early lead, but Puri Puri has so much adaptability in his matches. He's showing it off so well to keep under control in those bad situations that I think the long set will do a lot for him in this.
Yeah, one of the things that's different between Raven and Ino, though, is that Raven has huge normals, right? I mean, Ino really doesn't. Other than HCL, she doesn't really have a tremendous amount of range. So what you'll see is that Puri Puri will actually try to set his houses far apart from each other or far away from Ino in order to make it more difficult for Marlinpie to hit them out. However, the opposite side, Ino, a tremendously heavy mix-up character, she can find the hit on Jacko over and over and over again, so she can reset the minions in that way.
Exactly. And I think, if I remember earlier, there was another Ino versus Jacko matchup, and that was kind of one of the big downfalls. It's like they didn't want to go after the houses, and so the houses stayed out, and whenever Puri Puri blocked long enough, then the minions came, and it was just over, period.
Yeah, and you can see the spacing, right?
Yeah.
2 houses in the center, 1 house right on top of them. The pressure immense. So hard for Marlinpie to try to get rid of those houses. Puri Puri takes the first round.
Exactly. And so there's kind of that, surprisingly, just real calm and confident once he gets the houses down. And he's playing that race game super well and just will wait it out. And I'm just, that jump D.
Yeah, and that's why you're seeing a lot of DPs from Puri Puri. He knows about Ino's pressure, and he doesn't want to deal with it. And now that a couple of them have been blocked, he's actually just letting Marlinpie get in on him. That's going to be, man, just 3 or 4 mix-ups in a row that are working out.
It's going to be real hard for Puri Puri. I was going to say, Jacko just does not do that much damage, so it's going to be real difficult to make that comeback. Taking the second round is Marlinpie.
Expect to see more of them, though. It's a 3 out of 5, right? So the adaptations are going to constantly change.
Ooh, gets the command grab. This is a good situation right now for Puri Puri. Tries to bait out the burst, but no reason to not stop anyway because the minions are out. Ooh, that jump P, that range, that is so beautiful.
Yeah, and those houses leveling up in front of Eno. She can't do anything about it right now.
All right, one more for the road.
See right here, look at the decisions that Puri is doing. Trying to extend this block pressure for as long as possible. Trying to get those houses leveled up.
And just real good patience from Puri right now, and just absolutely going for. Oh, well, Marlon just stole his turn back, and he has to make his count. He cannot stop.
Oh, the block 2D. He had to burst it, and he snipes him out of the air. Puri takes the first one, and that blitz was like so important for him to even get a second chance in that set.
Exactly.
Or in that game.
And it was just one of those really weird moments that just is really hard for him to actually like make a comeback at all, but went for it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, tremendous play from Puri there. You're already seeing his game plan working out, despite getting all these block DPs.
All right, so Puri takes the first one. Let's see how Marlon adapts. Maybe focusing on the house a little bit more, but Puri catching him out when he tries to kick the house. Oh, again!
I mean, he's just getting the knockdown consistently. It's so important for Jacko, and the 2D still gonna do it, man.
Right. And Marpai getting caught by a surprising number of those too, but does bait out the burst and get into the corner.
Oh no, that's terrible. Doesn't get any of that burst meter back, so that means she's gonna have to play solid.
Oh, that's gonna do a big chunk of damage. Won't kill yet, but you're gonna have that 25 meter to really get that YRC on the opening.
Yeah, had the dead angle out, spend some meter on that. Houses have been leveling up behind Marlon Pie. Gets the command grab.
All right, pushes to the other corner now. Let's see if we can prevent Marlon from getting out of this situation, especially with the clock up minions. And Marlon blocked the cross up too.
Oh my god. Oh, the overhead works out. RC for the full combo. The minions actually messing up the combo. It gives Marlon another chance. Right, the 2D. He still does it. YRC to see what's happening. Oh, and they hits him out of there with the air fireballs. Puri finds the match still.
Yeah, and he hit that 6 people, and I think he was expecting him to maybe go for that dive and just confirm off of that, but Puri being that one step ahead and knocking him out with those fireballs, taking the first round of the second match.
And it's just the thing is that Marlon finds the momentum, right? He finds the hit, and then Puri just finds a knockdown some way, somehow. The houses get set up, and it gets so much harder for Marlon Pie.
And once again, the situation being set up, especially with the clock up now. And finding there's a lot of straight hits from both of them, but right now, the straight hits work better for Puri just because it sets up the whole situation a lot better.
Delayed VCL YRC, still finding hits, but man, a capture, Marlon Pie now in the corner.
Oh, he blocks the fuzzy!
That was so sick!
That was so good! Marlon Pie, who are you? You're not human! All right, stops a note with that and gets the eye gets up just in time.
Yeah, also stims the minions up, so this is going to be a lot of pressure. Marlon Pie trying to jump away, but look at all these level 3 houses.
Oh, and throws nonetheless. Marlon Pie's not scared at all, and does it again just for max for damage.
Oh my god, I can't believe he got that throw.
He's just so hyper aware of every situation that's coming his way. Marlon Pie just under control as he gets that's the first time he's been air thrown in this match so far.
I mean, seriously, like the amount of players that you see buckle under all level 3 houses, I mean, it's like a win condition for Jacko, right? If she gets it, she's probably going to win the round. Marlon Pie, cool, calm, collected, finds that throw that was so important.
Exactly, and it's just like so consistently finding that opportunity in that throw and just that bravery and finding the situational awareness to say, I'm going to jump out of the timing of this minion. Oh no, you can't blitz that. Full damage.
Gets the burst for it. Houses were still leveling up though, so it's not a good situation right now. Block the cross up. Oh,
oh my gosh.
The dirty stuff.
The burst. Oh no, actually baits it out. Oh, that is so good.
Yeah, YR sees this, so even if he blitzes it, he still tries to get a mix-up afterwards, and that's going to be it with the Psycho Crusher. Marlon Pie ties it up.
Now 1-1. Ooh, this match is good.
I can't believe the amount of times I've seen in situations where I've seen 99% of players crack, Marlon Pie has found an opening to give himself another chance.
Exactly. Oh, painful trade, but at least got the knockdown on Puri's side. All right, back in the corner again. Gets the house out, and now gets the Aegis out.
But Marlon Pie finds that time to go back in. Puri, good defense with 5D. Gets the overhead. And you see him extending that air combo for as long as possible.
One more for the road. Oh, just does it a wake up, ready for that quick wake up, that setup. And now they're learning against each other. This is the power of a long set. we're going to see a lot more of those hard reads, a lot more of those blitzes, a lot more of that situational awareness to say, I know what you want to do next. See, now this time backdashed it. Yeah, snipes it out, clean.
On top of which, he saved all the houses, so they're in the pocket, but they're not going to matter. Puri takes the first round again.
And just once again, just Puri just they're changing it up every single time in that same situation. We're seeing the growth from both players against one another. It's insane how fast that they just recognize these patterns.
Oh, the combo off the mage minion.
Yo, just take the shot, minion. Just do it.
That was crazy.
You'll do it again. And staircasing back down. Oh, tries to go for the instant block air throw. No luck this time.
Sets up with the meaty with the house.
Oh, a bit short, but minion out there to save lives.
Yeah, when the house is behind him leveling up, he's keeping the pressure. The minions are constantly coming out.
All right, snipe again, take the shot. And no, massive
this is gonna
damage.
hurt. Oh!
One more. Oh no, couldn't catch. Okay, snipe again, and then that comboed into the fireball.
That, I mean, the pressure was so crazy. I mean, Marlinpie was doing really well, actually staying calm. He was like, I'm waiting for my moment, I'm waiting for my moment, and it just almost never happened. It was so difficult for Marlinpie to discern when he was ready to, you know, pull the trigger on that one, and it was just like, well, I mean, Marlinpie couldn't find it, and because he couldn't find it, the houses kept leveling up, and it just got harder and harder and harder.
Exactly, and Marlinpie found a lot of damage being taken at that point, so hopefully he can adapt a little bit here with a little bit more of an opportunity to actually learn his opponent. But Puri showing that I know what you want to do. The download is pretty much complete at this point. Show me that you can hack the system.
There you go, gets the hit, the block on the burst.
All right, pushes back into the corner. Is he going to do anything with the houses this time? No, just goes for the straight mix-up.
Oh, try to catch him with the VCL. The second one will work.
Yeah, and especially on a counter hit, too. That's going to be good damage with the knockdown.
YRC tried to go for the setup off the OTG.
Starting to go off with some good defense there from Puri, but unfortunately does get caught at the end there. Marlinpie going up one round in this third match.
Hard read on that 3H.
All right.
Anti-air, and then gets a knockdown into the corner. Good situation with only one house out.
And that house ain't going to do much else because you're really far behind and it's just not enough to actually do anything really important at this point. All right, trying to jump out. No, you don't get to escape.
Nice defense from Puri, but that is only one house, right? So he has to work on leveling up these other ones. Marlinpie trying to kill them first. 5D again!
Oh my gosh. And he's going to have like close to 100 meter after this. He's going to have to be able to do anything he wants.
Yeah, he's going to stim the minions, try to keep them in block stun to get the houses to level up. There you go. They got 2 extra hits on them.
Right, and once again, Marlinpie just blocking that vacuum out of the corner mix-up. Marlinpie is just super aware and knowledgeable about this matchup and what the things that Jacko can do.
Dead angle to push her back into the corner. All the minions right on top of her, but her block strings are not good enough to sort of kill the houses.
Oh, Psycho Crusher's out of the corner. And that is safe on block too, so it would be a good situation for Marlinpie if it was blocked, but it was not. And now Puri a match away, or a round away from winning the set. All right, good 3H there, just to keep the situation going, make Marlinpie block in respect.
Ooh, pressure up.
Yeah, you can't do that in my face, dog.
Another, the 2D finally rears his ugly head again. The house is still leveling up back there.
Ooh, but Minion hitting him way too close to it.
Oh,
that's gonna be huge!
Beats the blitz with the overdrive.
All right, push towards the corner now. This is a great situation for Marlinpie. Might be able to take the match here, and has another 50 meter to work with.
Those houses, the houses are level 3, but they're so far away. The minions have to travel so far just to get to Jacko. He gets a 6-8.
An amazing play from Marlinpie there, just walking up ever so slightly to bait the throw and just say, no, I'm going to use this. If you jump back, you're done for. If you try to take the throw or do anything crazy, I got this.
It's one of the great things about her throw, right? If you whiff it, 6H comes out. If he tries to jump, 6H comes out anyway. So it's like you're in a lose-lose situation unless you hard read it with some other thing like a DP or a blitz or something like that.
Right, something invincible or something real quick, a quicker option. But there's not many of those. That moves like 7 frames.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's super fast. Sitting on the houses right here. Marlinpie needs to constantly find the hit. Just even stray hits are so big in this matchup.
Yeah, every hit counts. He's not opting to go for the house, especially at this point with the life lead. Oh, no, drops. Okay. I was a little bit worried, but Marlon now is actually on set point.
Yeah, we flipped the script now. Marlon Pie trying to get back at Deb.
He wants that second chance. Marlon Pie's hungry despite having the name of food in there.
Oh, stroke the victory!
And he has no burst either. Piri, where'd your life go?
The damage, and he also has the meter right now.
Oh, and jump deep. Once again, so much damage. This man is bleeding. Get him to the hospital.
And Marlon Pie gonna meet Deb back in grand finals.
That was incredible. He just shredded his life away in a matter of 3 mix-ups. That was it.
That's the momentum. That's the momentum in this matchup, man. I mean, he gets a meter, and he did that huge chunk of damage without even needing any bar. He went into that corner position with 50% meter, tacked on the ultimate Fortissimo, and boom, that's it. Grand finals for Marlon Pie. He's gonna sit in the loser side versus Deb.
And just, oh, that was insane. And just like seeing that level of play from Marlon Pie, and then thinking back to the match against Deb, it's like, how did he lose?
It's
like,
great,
it's
yeah, right?
crazy,
I mean, it
right?
just really speaks to how good Deb was playing in that set in Winners Finals. But I mean, you got to look at Marlon Pie. He was on the brink of extinction. The final round for Puri, and he couldn't close it out. Marlon Pie clutched onto that at the last second, found the game, and then just a dominant 5th game for him to take him to the grand finals.
Exactly. And well, once again, we're at a longer set, and maybe, and just maybe, if Marlon Pie can get through that first round of the set, reset the bracket, and go back into it, it might just be enough for him to have that time to really, really adapt to Deb now that he's had 2 matches with him.
Right, it's important to note, right? If you're able to take it into the reset, you're gonna have a lot of information on your opponent. You might have a better chance at beating them, but I mean, that's why we're doing a double elimination. You gotta get to that first. Marlon Pie is going to need 6 games in order to take the Arc Rebel World Tour spot. Deb only 3 because he's sitting on the winner's side of Grand Finals.
Exactly, and kind of one thing to kind of tack onto there too for possibilities. You don't really think about it sometimes, but Marlon Pie's been playing this whole time.
Yes.
Deb was sitting down there and watching, and I'm like, he's having a great time, sure, but he's now having to come in a little bit cold, and sometimes that first match just gets wiped.
That's true, right?
And you see it very often on these like grand final start upsets.
Right, and you have to think about that momentum aspect of it. Deb, he's sitting there, he is studying Marlon Pie and how he's playing, but he's not been playing. Marlon Pie had 2 great games in a row versus Puri, might be feeling himself, might got some momentum going into this grand final set. So how is this going to play out? I mean, we talked about it before. Deb is one of the smartest that we have in fighting games right now, in NA fighting games, in NA anime. He's really one of those guys, like, I can't say enough about him.
Exactly.
And I've done it before, and I'll do it again. This guy's one of my favorite players to watch because he is so smart. Almost everything he does is deliberate. And when you see him play at his best, it really is something to behold.
Exactly, and just
Yeah, well, we really thank you guys for tuning in to Guilty Gear. I mean, this is a top 4. I know we're on the side stream this year, but you see the players came out regardless. It doesn't matter where we're at. We're just ready to play some Guilty Gear. But this wouldn't have been possible without the sponsors that made EVO 2019 possible. We want to thank them and all of their support to the fighting game community.
So we got the DX Racer chairs here, real comfortable. We're sitting in them right now. You see that pillow in the back there? It's real adjustable. Have any awesome awful parts in your back, pop it where you need to. And you get 20% off the store-wide for US and Canada. Just check out with the code EVO 2019, and you'll have that free upgrade to the all-lock casters for you up until August 5th.
Yeah, and we got from Hyperkin, we got a lot of really interesting stuff. We got the Street Fighter bands for the Apple Watch, but also the Bluetooth controller for the N64 that's not made for aliens, made for regular people. So that's pretty sick, right? It's just I mean, I really like it, right? I'm not a big fan of the N64 controller, but I might decide to play something like that. But if you want to get stuff like that, you can go to hyperkinlab.com for more info.
And we got the China Gaming Market Solutions. We're just... Honestly, I don't know much about this.
The China Gaming Market Solutions, there isn't much on this slide, except they do a lot, right? The event help, distribution, retail, venue management. So if you need stuff like that, you can go check them out.
And then we got Skullgirls, finally, real-life Skullgirls coming to the cell phone, not this Skullgirls 2 airport game. So finally, look on the Nintendo Switch, look on the mobile, you'll be able to take Skullgirls with you everywhere. It's a fantastic game. Play it however you can. They want to get it out to you. And if you're at EVO 2019 right now, for some reason in the audience, I know some of you like to do it, come visit their Skullgirl booth, because they have a really sick swag over there, and it should be coming soon for all of you out there.
And we got to give thanks to Kwamba. They've sponsored so many fighting game tournaments, and EVO 2019 is just another one on the store. So 50% store-wide, site-wide on their sticks. I mean, you see some of these sticks everywhere, right? The Dragon, the Obsidian, the EVO drone is something I play with on tournaments as I'm traveling. If you want to get one for your own, code EVO 2019.
And we got Gaming Generations. Just the sheer logistics that go absolutely into any of these tournaments right here. Where we get all the modules from, where we get all the updated consoles from. Man, if there was someone out there who could do all that, that'd be wonderful. Oh, it's Gaming Generations. That's the people that you need to call. If you want to start hosting some big events, some big tournaments, and you need help supplying the equipment for it, call these guys up. They'll be able to help you out.
Yeah, appreciate you guys staying with us for just a second. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Right back. Please let your friends, family, your grandma, your grandpa, your sisters, your sons, and uncles, let them know Guilty Gear is happening right here. Grand Finals in just a sec. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
We'll be back. Hey, welcome back, all you wonderful folks out there in the streamland. We're here with the Gear Xrd Grand Finals. We finally reached this moment. We're going to see who qualifies for Arc Revel here today at EVO 2019. Once again, I'm Ryudo.
How's it going? I'm Sammy Fish, and a reminder, this is a qualification for the Arc Revel World Tour. So one guy here, either Deb or Marlon Pye, your grand finalist right now, is going to get a ticket to the Arc Revel World Tour Finals, which we'll be having in November. And that's, I mean, these guys have been traveling a lot to all the tournaments that we've been having on the tour, and they haven't gotten their spot just yet. So
exactly.
I mean, it's going to be that. I mean, this is going to be them trying their hardest to get this spot. I know, at least for Deb. Deb really wants this. I mean, he was in SoCal not too long ago before EVO started, and he was really saying, like, I want this badly. I want to win this tournament, and I want to get into the Arc Revel World Tour Finals. So this is going to be it. Grand Finals. Gear Xrd Revelated 2. It never left. It's still here, and you're going to get a great Grand Finals. Let's see it.
Let's see it. Well, show me what you got, Deb. Show me what we got, Marlon Pye. We are at the end of this tournament. Bring everything you have. So really patient from both of them. Probably scan up the high damage. So just scoops him out of the air from like an extended hurt box.
There you go. Quick response from Marlon Pye, though, starting the Oki.
All right. No one in the corners yet. Just really pushing towards it. Has 50 meters though on Deb's side, so might be able to do something a little bit tricksy. Oh, there it is. High damage. He's going to force Marlon Pye to burst, and Marlon Pye going to take it into the next corner. Ooh.
Yeah, carries him all the way to the corner. Deb stays put, reads the tech forward.
Oh, good. Good blitz in the DV.
And the blitzes that Deb are doing are much better now. They're not in the corner where he still gets pressured. They're out in the open where he can get a response. But Marlon Pye, regardless, takes the first round here. And you were talking about it before, right? The momentum from playing in that loser's final set. 2 fantastic games in a row versus Pori Pori. Will he be able to carry it into I mean, comparatively, a cold Deb.
Right, exactly. So let's see if Deb is able to warm up at all between the two. Just 6Ps it. Really aware of the situation, though. Go for that hard knockdown with a double Fafnir.
Yeah, that's a hallmark of Deb's play, right? Loves that double Fafnir because it gives him that hard knockdown and a great setup.
Along with a chunk of damage to boot. Just walking up again, see if he can start training Marlon Pye. He's really good at setting those situations up because he does not use Wild Throw all that often. Oh, the cross up! Ooh, and catches with the jab at the end there for a little bit extra damage. Air throw again for the OTG. Marlon Pye takes a quick 2 rounds against Deb, and can take that first match real quick.
Yeah, first match was pretty quick, and you know that setup in the corner, it's really rough to deal with between no teching where Marlon Pye gets a fantastic setup, or it's going to be a tech trap into a throw or something like that.
Exactly. Just I mean, Deb is doing a great job. His 6Ps are heading home anytime that Marlon tries to approach, but unfortunately, it's just not enough. Because Marlon Pye is able to get out of the situation, the following situations afterward. Oh, there's that wild throw.
Yeah, starting it a little bit earlier than he did in the winner's final set. In the winner's final set, he used it in the last game that he needed to win. In this one, he's already pulling it out. Gonna apply that mix-up early on.
And not a bad idea, because he potentially has a lot of games with him, so the earlier you can kind of start mixing up a little bit more, that's the more Marlon Pye has to think about over the course of the set.
All right, and actually what Deb normally does versus players is that he fakes the wild throw early on and goes for like a walk-up 6P, walk-up 5K, something like that because they expect it early on. But Deb, right now, he's putting it on early on because he did that in the first game, and now he's extending this set into the Grand Finals.
Yeah, the bomb's already been set. Now it's just going to have to explode at the right time. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's going to do so much damage from that starter. The second kick.
Oh my god.
Oh, he waits it out, maybe expecting the burst. Oh no, jump K, the god.
Yeah, and just anything in Mortal Counter gives you so much stun to hit confirmed.
Just push it back to the corner of that note there. All right, 50 meter again. Oh no, has to burst that no matter what.
Second time a huge counter hit has led for the burst of Deb.
Ooh, actually resets in there. Catches whatever button he was trying to mash in there. He didn't have any meters, so maybe just trying to go for a DP attempt. Either way, counter hit and ends the round from Marlon Pye.
Yeah, burst well spent this time around as he's able to take it.
Ooh, that late jump S. All right, so keep him in the corner of that far S. Just that move again, that 6-8. It still hits!
But he's got in stagger stun, so wasn't able to confirm into it. Meets him in the air.
All right, grabs it all the way to the corner yet again. Just continuously pressuring in that corner and just finds himself in the corner actually on the other hand. But just Deb staying really, really aware. Jump H, just a lot of zero frame stuff, just a lot of stuff that Marlon will have to guess and to actually make it work. Oh, wow.
Throws him back in the corner. You're not getting out that easily.
Ooh, good burst.
There, YRC tries to meet him for the pressure once again. The note doesn't have meter. There it is right there. Spends it on the blitz.
And I really like that empty jump lower there, and it's just enough damage to have to get in. He might get enough meter. Oh, just barely short of it before the dive. But real cleaned up from Marlon Pie, taking the second match in pretty stunning fashion, honestly.
Yeah, and you know, Deb is trying to apply some mix-ups in terms of pressure, right? I see how the timings that he's putting the 6H, and Marlon Pie is sort of figuring it out as he's going along. A lot less counter hits in that second game. I mean, it didn't lead to the win, so I mean, like, in terms of Deb, he needs to find another avenue that's going to help him win these games.
Right, because one of the big things we saw in their winners finals match is that there was a lot of staircasing down. There was a lot of pressure. Marlon Pie did not have permission to jump. Deb wouldn't allow it. And now Marlon Pie's been in the air more times, I think, in any set at this moment.
Oh, no.
Well, Marlon Pie's still in the air, to my argument.
3 dunks in a row.
Jeez.
Missed the break afterwards. But, I mean, the damage has been done.
The cross up, and once again, gonna return that damage in full. Oh, doesn't get to confirm off of it, extra damage, but still in the corner.
Doesn't get to confirm off the JP is RC. He needs to keep the pressure up.
And just pushing towards the corner yet again. Oh, ducks under the HCL. And just gets that nice little far S in there just to finish the round.
Yeah, it takes the round, stops the bleeding a little bit. Marlon Pie has a lot of momentum so far.
Exactly. Oh, just barely gets out the range of that. And one thing I'm liking between the two of these players is that both of them are kind of do-si-doing around each other in the corner and just like doing really tricksy stuff to not just get out of the corner, but to get themselves in a position that is really disadvantageous for the opponent.
Right, the corner is so critical for both of these characters for damage, right? And when they get that, that's when the game really starts for the both of them. So you see them, a lot of the positioning, a lot of the decision that they're making is for that corner position. So he gets the command throw. Oh, doesn't get the full combo.
Right,
has that full meter, the YRC for the first time. You see Deb doesn't jump this time.
Yep, and then that's 2 times now that Marlon Pie has jumped out of that situation, and Deb not able to do anything about it. And unfortunately, ooh, gets opened up low again.
Nice block on the JD.
All right, this is the closest Deb has been to be closing out a match here.
Struck the big tree, still gets a knockdown there.
Oh, goes low again. Looking real Justin Wong right now. Just keep going low until they start blocking it.
And it's working out so far. And first set point here.
And a real fast one nonetheless from Marlon Pie. He's awake right now.
Yeah, Deb needs to come up with an answer sooner than later because this can get away from him.
And
confirm? Yes.
Yes. All right, that max damage. Oh, a little bit too high.
Yeah, some of the smaller characters in this game are really floaty. You gotta adjust the combos differently.
Ooh, that back jump K. This is his opportunity. Oh, I think he's gonna trade with that. Oh, he just goes under, but he's gonna do it again.
He didn't time the burst right this time.
Unfortunate for Marlon Pie. Oh, but he still has an opportunity here. Oh, I have the live. I'm just gonna let it rip. Yeah. And Deb finally getting himself on the board, stopping that train that is Marlon Pie. Maybe some signs of life here, finally balancing everything out.
Yeah, even the best part about this is that even if Deb loses this next game, the momentum is not heavily in Marlon Pie's favor anymore. At the worst, he only goes 1 game up as you go into that next grand final set. But Deb sort of figuring it out. We're saying it looks a lot better now.
Yeah, and it's not exactly unfamiliar in these grand final sets to start after you know the person has like a first 2 to game, that they start going back and forth. And they go back and forth on like this number. Deb was the first one, Marlon Pie was the second one, until Deb gets to 3 first. And sometimes that's just how the adaptability game goes. Oh, a lot of 5Ps really trying to stop that anti-air, and Deb's playing around it real strong. Oh, that was disgusting. What the heck?
Stayed the same side. VCL did the trick. Marlon Pie, reset point once again.
Yeah, looking real good right now, but Deb doesn't seem like he's lost confidence at all. He's still playing kind of a lot of the same way that's got him here so far.
Yeah, he knows there's a lot of game to be had right now.
All right, kind of pushing towards that corner. A lot of 6P and a lot of VCL to really just make sure that Deb just stays really just silent. Doesn't get to be a loudmouth and just move around a lot.
Yeah, early burst there in the pressure. Doesn't want to be in the corner, but Marlon finds the hit one again. Back there you go.
All right, 6P again, and because I'm in this situation, tries to jump out, but now Marlon, on the other hand, not letting Deb jump. Get back in there.
The corner positioning has just been brutal for Deb. Marlon kept him here for so long. Through the burst, through the air dashes, he's still in the corner.
Another 25 meter, this will close it out because that's burst safe, and Marlon resets the bracket real quick on Deb. And I'm really curious to see what Deb does from this point on. Does he go straight in? Are they going to take a little bit of a break? I think he could use a little bit of a breather right now. And he's not going to use it. That was the breather. All right, so how do they just want to start this match off today? Marlon is feeling confident right now.
Although it is a brand new set, Deb can make hard adjustments here. Don't have to worry about the count before. He's just playing a 3 out of 5.
Exactly. But early burst from Marlon, hopefully Deb can really make use of that and get some high damage situations going on here. But he does find himself in the corner yet again.
There you go. Great air throw, switches it up. Nice confirm with the 5K, gets a knockdown once again.
Oh, there we go. There's that wild throw, throwing it into the mix every now and then.
Drops a combo, that's unlike Deb. Not a good look.
Ooh, I don't know if that kick was intentional or not, but there we go. It's gonna kill anyway.
Yeah, gets the throw, RC cleans it up. It's always a good feeling, right? When you mess up a combo like that, you're still able to take the round pretty cleanly.
Exactly, and you know, a lot of mid to high level players will always tell you, it's not always about landing your combos 100% of the time, it's adapting to the times that you don't land your combos or get in a weird situation. That's what makes a truly great player, and Deb is showing that off right now.
Oh, YRC on the 6H. Deb has been fishing with that quite a bit, but now he's realizing that Marlon kind of got an idea on how to deal with it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wondering if like Deb's trying to sell something up like intentionally, like trying to train him to do something so that he can open himself up for something else. But we haven't seen it quite yet. Oh wow, that got the 5K. Insane.
The corner positioning is so important. It immediately takes it on the trade.
Right. Oh, there we go. Wait so long to get the side swap. That's so sick.
One of those things you only learn through experience.
Exactly.
You got to play a lot of games and see that a lot of times.
All right, back in the corner again. That 5P anti-air works really well for Eno. Such a powerful tool just to kind of mash out. All right, gets low again. Not enough burst. Oh, just barely comes back in time.
Yeah, he wants to take this round. I mean, he can with the meter, but they just press his buttons on his wake-up. Marlon with the hard read.
He's just really feeling himself right now. You're seeing it in all of his actions. He's just insanely confident in his decision-making. All right, DP. Rare DP from Deb. Usually does it for certain specific situations, but I feel like we're seeing it more in this set than before.
I mean, the pressure has been so good for Marlon. He's got to keep on notice.
And man, if you can really get into a good situation where you can do a lot of damage off that DP, oh, baits it out this time.
Yeah, gets the YRC.
Once again, a lot of damage on the table.
Carries him to the corner. Oh, just the YRC raw.
Yeah,
just looking for something.
Hey, if it works, it works. Can't sell short on that. Oh, low again. Marlon really making great use of that.
There you go. Deb's got a lot of resources though. RC on the break.
And I like that from Marlon. Jumping in, backdashing, waiting. I want to see what you do first. And it paid off real well. Oh, wow!
6S?
Yeah! Yo!
I always see that button on mistake. Yeah. What an anti-air.
Marlon on a different level right now, taking the first match of this reset.
And honestly, it feels like Marlon is playing like Deb was in Winners Finals, right?
Exactly.
He's spacing him out. He's waiting for him to jump in and make mistakes. He's the one who's anti-airing him constantly, and Deb is the one who's trying to swirl around and find his moment.
Right, and just trying to find those big moves, those big moments, and doing his best. But it's just not panning out right now. Marlon on a different level. Ooh, jump H, like just hovering right in front of him. Base out the burst, or base out the DP again. Good big burst from Deb though. All right, there's that hard knockdown. Ooh, there we go. Good 6P from Deb.
Yeah, gets great damage off it. Goes for the air dash Oki.
All right, gonna be, oh no, drops it.
Yeah, unfortunate. Maybe a late cancel on that gunflame.
Yeah, it didn't look as clean as it did, unfortunately. But still, not a terrible situation in the end.
But you can see the difference, right? In Warriors' final set, Deb did not let Marlon out of the corner. This time, just got out of it by just double jumping dive, which he was scouting before. Right,
he's not staying in that same position that he was working so well before. He really is just maybe a level frustrated and just wants to get in so bad. Oh, that confirm on the trade though. Deb is still awake here.
There you go, takes a round. I mean, it's getting better, right? Looks a lot better than it did on the winner's side, but I mean, he just needs to close out these games.
Right, exactly, and just, I think he so desperately wants to close out the game. Sometimes you just try to do that wild stuff. You're starting to see a lot of that 6H and whatnot, and I think he's hoping for that big damage, and it just hasn't hit home quite yet. Oh, there we go. That's a good starting point, though. Won't be a super huge damage, but
almost got that full confirm, gets the air throw. Ooh, trying to side switch. I think it was an accidental super jump.
Yeah, but still, Marlinpie hyper aware and does get the stroke the big tree as an anti-air. There it is, but Marlinpie has that burst. Will they make that risk? All right, 75 meter. This is so much to work with. That damage is gonna make him bleed.
One of the things that Marlinpie has switched up from his winner's final set is that he's actually bursting a lot of the big counter hits in situations where Deb has to hard read that he's going to burst.
Exactly. It's just he burst it early, he burst it fast. Deb just has to accept it because otherwise he can't undercommit at that point. It's too much damage on the table to leave just for a stupid guess, you know? Oh, I like that walk back. It was real clean.
He was looking for the return blitz. It didn't show. It still got the low. Deb, healthy life lead here.
All right.
Burst late, trying to save this round.
Ooh, gets a 6P out just in time on the other jump H. And this is really Marlinpie's chance now. Has one more burst that push through, and then he might be able to take the round. Oh, but the momentum stopped short just a bit. Oh, no!
What was that whiff wild throw?
I think he tried to throw it up and do a 2K, and just unfortunately the dash into the low, and then probably press 3 at the end of it.
And the trade with the jump H saves the day.
Jump H saving lives out here.
Yeah, these are not mistakes Debs does often. I mean, you can really tell that the situation,
Go on.
I mean, yeah, just the moment right now, you can tell it's so huge. It's making the best players in the world right now nervous in their gameplay.
Right. If you ever ask the top player how do you get rid of tournament nerves, you don't. You never will. It will always be there for you.
Just got to learn how to play with them. You got to make them your power.
Right. They're a part of you. They're not going anywhere.
Pressure's up. YRC again meets him in the air.
There's that staircasing down, actually working out for Deb really well. Maybe a level of confidence coming back to him. Oh, jump D. Oh, wow, that was a really good situation for that air throw back into the corner, and now has 100 meter to work with. This is gonna be big if Marlinpie gets out of this.
Yeah, wasn't able to get that knockdown that he wanted, but he has a 50%. Has no burst.
What? The frame trap into a super from the stroke the big tree? That's absolute insanity, Marlinpie. Who are you right now? All right, early burst from Deb. Oh, burst back from Marlinpie. Really good situation. He puts him back to neutral really well. All right, yet again, that VCL doing work.
Yeah, once you get that meter, as Eno HCL YRC controls so much neutral. That space in front of her becomes hers.
Yeah.
Jump back jab.
All right. Oh, unfortunately, doesn't hit in the right way. Doesn't get underneath there to actually do the big damage. But at least knockdown is there for him at a cost of 50 meter. A little bit expensive, but it works out. All right, chases the backdash. Really good awareness from Deb there to give it a shot. Just right now, they're playing in that mid screen so much, pining for this position to get into the corner. Wow!
Got so lucky to hit with the trailing hitbox.
Yeah. And you know what? It's Deb. I think he fully expected that. I'm not going to take it away from him.
Gets the ID confirmed though. Huge for the knockdown in the corner. Gets the Oki set up.
Ooh, using that hover dash there. Hover cancel. Wow! As an anti-air again. And he has 25 meter. If he can get in, Marlinpie can do something, but jump H once again saving the day. Both in pine for this next set or match point here.
Actually, what you're seeing from Debbie is actually doing a high air dash. He's not doing an instant air dash. And what that means is that the jump H, the hitbox on the bottom part of it is actually clipping Marlinpie out of his hover dash.
Yeah, and so it's working out in dividends right now.
Oh! What are you doing?
Oh! He baited it out, still hard as bait. That is exactly what Deb needed to feel that. It's like, I know what you're going to do. Let me show you something real quick, child. And just jumps back to the opposite wall to bait out the burst. Insanity now going on his potentially last match.
But I'm going to still kick you in the mouth.
Right. And Deb just in rare form right now. Let's see if Marlinpie can pull it together here in this last little bit. Absolutely not a slouch whatsoever.
What a different feeling this game has right now. Deb with the momentum, the IED confirmed to boot.
All right, goes for the super. Will it go through this time? Yep. But Marlon ready with the follow-up, getting under that far slash.
Yeah, just blocking the super is a good situation for Eno in that. It is plus, so she does get to go. Oh,
ooh,
wow.
The PRC to really bait it out just to make sure to keep himself safe. All right. Oh, the double hover. That was so smart. All right, put it in the corner again. Just walk up throw.
Yeah, it just needs one more hit. HCL wire or
Oh
my god,
idiots.
the 5D.
Just raw. He didn't have the meter to cancel it either, so that was just a raw 5D. Oh, once again, scooping out of the air. And now that Marlon does not have a burst, we're going to see a lot of that hover canceling again.
Yeah, try to meet him in the air, but good read from Marlon Pie. Gets the throw, switches it up.
Yeah.
One more time. Do-si-do.
Ooh. Once again, Pine for that positioning, just bit by bit. Pushing out the corner with that no. Really good chase by Marlon Pie, just pushed out of the corner. And I think now it's getting more to the point where they're just Pine to just fight themselves out of the corner. They don't care about the switch up anymore. They just care about getting out of the corner first and foremost. Because everything has been scary between these two.
Yeah, I RC that.
All right, good DP from Deb. Good chase, and that's gonna be big damage.
No burst to get rid of this.
Yeah, might catch it at the end, very end here. One more opportunity.
Have to use it for the pressure. Oh no!
Oh, doesn't get the jump H on the tech though, or the throw on the tech.
Yeah, I gotta save it for the next round here. Deb is on tournament point.
And he's made a really strong comeback here. Now finally get warmed up against Marlon Pie. Oh, 5K to anti-air. Looking real good right now. Oh, gets caught by the end of the gun flame. All right.
Man, what goes around comes around. Look at Deb space him out once again.
Right. And that factor worked out super well because it put him so close to Marlon Pie's note, it only did one hit. So he was able to stay in the whole time.
Gotta worry about all that meter though. We were talking about ACL YRC controls the front in front of Eno so well.
Oh, good defense, but does the cancel.
Had to spend a lot of meter for it just to get out of the corner.
Wow! Deb's defense is so good. All right, one more burst. That should be it for the rest of this remaining match.
Yeah, Marlon Pie gets out of the corner. The counter hit!
Yo, and he has 75 meter, potentially 100%. Can he do enough damage with the super? Can he cancel it? No! He falls a bit short!
That's it. He needs one more pixel.
Just one more
pixel. It's going to be close. He's going to be close.
He's going to down the reset.
That's it.
Deb takes it. He is your EVO 2019 Guilty Gear Xrd champion.
Deb knows how much of a scramble that last part is, but it goes to show you how much it meant to him because he tried so hard. He was so nervous, but he got it. He finally got his Arc Revel World Tour spot, and he earned it for sure.
Right. Oh my gosh. Deb halfway in like disbelief, walking around the stage, giving his hugs out. He earned this today. Congratulations to Deb.
I know he wanted it so badly. We talked about it, and I could see it. He was training hard for it, and he earned it. And I'm so happy that I get to say I'm going to see him in November.
Exactly.
When we get the Arc Revel World Tour Finals.
I'm so proud of him. Deb, congratulations.
In terms of a player that has been rising up to the occasion, has been constantly getting better and better as we go along, but sort of missing that big win, right? Although he's been doing great, he hasn't been gotten that big tour win or that big tournament win. And finally, this is it. This is huge for him, and he finally got it, and when it mattered the most. So that's it. He's going to the Arc Revel World Tour Finals.
He did it. Wonderful, wonderful play from him. For all you aspiring solo players out there, make sure you watch that man stream too. He has been streaming a lot to get prepared for all these tournaments he's going to. He's putting a lot of time into this year. He's super serious, and he wants to help everyone else get really into the game. Make sure you follow this man and see his journey.
You see the top 4 on your screen right there. You see us on your screen. I appreciate you guys for
tuning
in. Appreciate you guys tuning to this. I mean, this has been a fantastic tournament, regardless whether we're on the side stream or the main stream. We're in the main tournament or the side tournament. It doesn't matter because the people here who come here, they love this game, and they bleed for it.
Exactly.
These guys play so much. They try so hard for it. So I'm really happy. And I got to give big love to Tenma. You see right there cheering on the stage. put on a lot of work to make this Guilty Gear tournament possible. I mean, these guys, they hit me up months and months in advance for this because they knew we want to make this tournament great for the Arc Rebel World Tour.
Exactly, and it, as you all have been watching, it absolutely paid off. You can see the passion of all these players out here. Some of them acting a little bit sillier than others. Yeah. Just absolutely happy about how hard this tournament is. Because I want you to take note. Look at the top 4. Who's not there? We don't have like Kizuke, who was here. We don't have Lasso, who was here. We don't have Hitachi, who was here. It's insane the level of players that we have on stage right now, classing out some of the other players you're used to seeing in top 4, top 8, like so consistently. So this is passion incarnate right here.
And your Guilty Gear Xrd EVO 2019 champion right here. That's going to be Canada's own Deb.
Congratulations to Deb. Give that man a round of applause in chat. Put out your clappers and everything else. This man is incredible. Hold that trophy up, man. It is yours. Bar and Pie's going home.
So big thank you to Tenma and Anime Evo who put on this tournament. A big thanks to Arc System Works who provided the booth setups and a stream for us to go through the pools. Big shout outs to Evo as well, who gives us the room and space to make this happen. I mean, it is a lot of moving parts to make sure that this works. Big shout out to Matey Blaze right there, playing amazing this week.
And you know, ultimately, thank you all out there who, despite maybe not being here, maybe not being able to travel out for this one, you're still here with us, sharing this really passionate, powerful moment with us, just saying, I love Guilty Gear 2, and if it wasn't for all you, we wouldn't be putting this on for you. We wouldn't be hosting the side tournament for you. It would not matter unless all of you really supported us, and that's what makes us all a community.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it doesn't matter where the game is. You just gotta play what you love. This is what the fighting game scene's all about. Just play the game that you love it dearly. Make sure that this is the game that you want to play. Don't waste your time. Don't play those games because you just want to play for whatever reason. Just stay where you want. Man, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Do what you love. Just do what you love, man.
Play some freaking Guilty Gear. How about that?
Yeah, play some Guilty Gear.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know what's happening next, but that's it for us. Thank you guys so much.
Once again, you all take care. Have a wonderful night, and thank you.